Hello, Mighty Mike here. We're back on another day here in West Texas. Got a load of dry corn here. We're bringing it up to the ethanol plant. They're paying nearly $70 a bushel. That's the best price I've seen so far. So we're going to get this taken off. I believe we have another couple truckloads in the silo. So we'll get this sold today and make a lot of money. So if you caught up on the series, you'll know that the last episode, the Steiger was in the shop, was having some problems. Well, the Steiger's gone. Had to sell it. It was beyond repair. So ended up getting $45,000 for it, I guess. Parts, scrap, whatever they're going to do with it. Brings in a pretty nice price. So, oh, this is my turn. Oh! So the new John Deere was $243,000. And we went ahead and bought a new plow. Got a Kinsey. Both of them were used. The Kinsey was $71,000, I believe. So you can see it knocked us down here to about $28,000. Still have plenty of operating cash, but that was a significant expenditure. That was not expected. But I believe that tractor is going to do just fine. So we'll let's get this sold here real quick. See what it brings. One of the guys is up there now. They're planting cotton in the field behind the farm up there. So we're going to get that done. We do have weeds have grown in the cotton field we planted last night. So we need to think about getting a sprayer. And also we were able to, with the new cultivator, get all the fields are plowed. And I got them fertilized. 237. That's pretty good. So everything is ready to be planted. So we're going to run through today. Try and get the other fields planted. Get this corn sold. And then we need to do some weed spraying. And the other thing we're going to do is sell the case plow. It's a little bit smaller than the new Kinsey plow and goes slower. We're just going to get rid of that. Don't think we'll be using it much. If anything, we'll get another Kinsey if we want to do some dual plowing. But I believe that we need to look into a cultivator or disc of some sort. Those will run a little bit faster and wider. So it'll make tilling up the ground when we don't need to plow a little bit more efficient. So we'll need to look into getting that here pretty soon. I think that'll help improve things as we move forward. So let me run back over to the silo, get another load, and get that sold. Alright, down here at the shop, sold the corn and sold a load of soybeans. So you can see we're sitting at about 900 and almost 935,000. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this plow here. And then we're going to buy a sprayer. We'll get that bought here and get it hooked up. Okay, so I took the back way down here from the shop. Just wanted to run down and check on the animals. They are doing pretty good. We'll need to do some cleaning on them here pretty shortly. But everything else seems to be good. We did end up having to buy a few pallets of pig food to get the pigs by until we can get enough grains for them. But I've been talking to Mr. Bow, and one of the goals of this farm rescue was to go to organic crops. And That was due to the prices here in this area, but I have since discovered that the dry corn actually pays out really well, much more than the organic crops would. So we are actually going to scrap that plan. We do have the compost made up, and we're going to use that as a supplemental fertilizer, but we're going to scrap the organic plan. Part of that plan was to, instead of using herbicide, is to use a mechanical weeder. And so we're going to not go that route. We're just going to spray the herbicide. I think that's just going to help with efficiency. He wants to focus on cotton. That's his passion. He likes growing cotton. So I think with the new harvester, and maybe we pick up another harvester at some point. So we're going to focus on the dry corn. We're going to do some crops, just enough to feed the pigs. And then we do need to focus on the animals. Hay, silage, all of that. And then also we'll end up having slurry or manure to use as fertilizer as well. So that'll help with some prices. Man, it's a mess up here. Well, I'm going to go ahead, and something else we did. Ended up getting a fertilizer tank installed over there. And a herbicide tank. Needed to get these. It was just taking too much time to run down to the shop every time we needed supplies. So this way, we'll be able to get them right here at the farm. And that is another thing that's going to help improve their efficiency. I don't know how much I'm going to need here. I'm going to only fill it up halfway. I'll do that, and then I'll have to come back and get some more. I wonder where the guys are. Someone is down on field 30 planting cotton, but that field's done. Looks like they used the big oh, this is the big tractor, the big new tractor. The Steiger replacement. 9630. It actually has the blade hookup on the front. It was used, but it was in good shape. Has GPS already installed. The big tires on it. I guess they towed the little seed hopper down there to fill up the planter. So get over here in this field and start on the weeds. Now this sprayer was new. They did not have any used ones in stock. So it is a 36 meter and actually runs at 10 miles an hour. So that should make short work of the fields. The only thing I'm just not sure of is capacity. I don't know if this tank will be enough to do a field in one go, or if we'll need to somehow have some field side tankers for fill up. Looks like whoever's down in field 30 needs to be filled up again with seeds. So yeah, so we're going to scrap the compost, or scrap the organic plan, since the dry corn is performing so well. We're going to focus on cotton, get the animal herd back to full strength. Well, I should have filled it up. Ran out with 2 strips to go. But I do have a couple of IBCs up here I forgot about. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up with those. And then ease back down here and get the rest of it done. They're still working on the cotton field down field 30, down across the tracks. Still need to plant field 17. I think they forgot about that field. So we need to get that handled today as well. I believe Mr. Bow has gone up to the cattle yard to buy another load of cows. So he's getting that handled, taking them back down to the cattle yard, get them loaded into the pen. I guess while he's down there, he'll go ahead and feed up and take care of some cleanup before he heads back up here. Just have a couple more passes here. We'll get this knocked out. It won't take too long. So we still have $833,000. I believe after Mr. Bow buys the cows, that'll bring it down just a little bit. But I believe he's going to go put a big chunk down on the loan today. Still owes quite a bit, so he'll get that knocked down. Hopefully be out of debt in the near future. I do know he wants to focus on the cotton, but I believe another good crop of corn is going to be helpful in that endeavor. We'll just have to see how much the cotton harvest brings. Got a lot planted. All 3 of the big fields are planted in cotton. So that's going to be a lot of cotton. A lot of time in the harvester too. It's going to be slow go. So we're on this last pass here. We'll get this done. If there's a little bit down in the bend down that way that I missed, I'll grab that real quick. Tell you, I am glad that the pivot went out of this field. Definitely makes it a lot easier to maneuver. Don't have to work around the pivot. And we got this one little triangle here that we went around. Alright, got all the weeds taken care of. So we're going to head back up here and get this parked up. May even go ahead and spray it off. We do need to pick up around the farm. It's getting a little bit disorganized. So I need to, yeah, I tell you, there's just not enough shed space up here. Mr. Bow really does need another shed of some sort. But I don't know where he would put it. I have to talk to him about that and see if that would be an investment worth making. I know he does have the storage down there at the silo, as well as the cattle yard, but that's a little bit of a trek just to go grab a piece of equipment. Some of the stuff that he would use more frequently would be better parked up here at the main farm here. That looks good. Did you hear that? What was that? That boom. There it is again. Wonder what's going on. Strange. Alright, well, I'm gonna go find a spot for this. I don't know where to put it. Maybe in the shed here. Yeah, I think we can fit it in here. We won't be needing it for a while. Have to wait for some more weeds to pop up. And we're going to need this tractor. I don't know why those clowns have that auger wagon hooked up to the biggest tractor on the farm. Alright, well, let me get this rearranged here. We'll run down and check on the planter in field 30. And then somebody needs to get something down to field 17 and get some planting done there. Alright, it's a little bit later this afternoon. We're down here at the cattle yard. Mr. Bo bought 3 loads of cows. So, eat into the money a little bit after he paid down the loan. He's down to only 1.6 million left on the loan, so that's pretty good. We'll get these cows cleaned up here. Well, that didn't work. Must have missed the trigger just a little bit. Let's try around over here. Ooh. There we go. Now we'll run up here and clean up the pig pen. We are up to 57 cows and 15 pigs. I haven't noticed too much pig activity back over around the fields. I don't know if we got all of them from that wild herd, or if maybe they've just been spooked off. Guess we'll see here in the future if we notice any more crop destruction. But we do still have the pen down there, so if we need to bait it back, what is going on here? We can bait it back up if we need to and try and catch some more. There we go. Alright, so we got those cleaned up. Get this gate shut here. Let me check. So we do have some pig food still in there. Cows probably could use some food, but they're okay. They do need some water. I think I'll send Mr. Bo down there. Let him check for snakes. We'll get this gate shut here. Mr. Bo will run down and get some water in there. We'll take a look here and see. We have field 30, 27, and 26 all planted in cotton. Field 17 is planted with canola. And they are all fertilized, fully fertilized. So I'm sure we'll have some weeds pop in on the freshly planted fields. We'll get those sprayed. And hopefully get ready to do some cotton harvesting. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please be sure to give me a like. If you are not a subscriber, I'd appreciate you clicking that subscribe button and the bell. As always, I do appreciate you watching. Thank each and every one of you. We'll see you next time here in West Texas.